Hello, my geometry people. My name is Samaya, and I'm going to be going over question 36 on chapter 7 from section 6, which is located on page 473. So this section is basically just talking about cosine and sin ratios. And before we start, there's a key concept we have to go over, which deals with the sine and cosine ratios. So it states that let triangle ABC be a right triangle with an acute angle of A, which is right here, and let the sine of angle A and cosine of angle A be written as the following. So basically, if you want to find like a sine of an angle, or like it's usually used to find the length, you're gonna get the length of the opposite for a sine. So if we're going off of A, it's going to be this angle, and then the hypotenuse, this is going to be that. But if you want to get the cosine of like angle A again, you're going to have to go right here. You're going to use the adjacent and the hypotenuse. So, for question 36, it states that you want to hang a banner that is 29 feet tall from the 3rd floor of your school. You need to know how tall the wall is, but there's a large bush in your way. So this is a multi-step equation or problem you want to state. So for part A, we know that a 38-foot rope out the window, oh my god, you know that a 38-foot rope is going to hang out the window to your friend. She's like pulling it, right? So she's extending it to, to the end, and it measures the, and it's, its angle is a 70 degree. Its angle is 70 degrees, basically. It's an elevation. So we have to find, basically from this, how high the window is. So for the B, we have to find, for B, the bush is 6 feet tall. Will your banner fit above the bush? And for C, it's a what-if question. So suppose you need to find how far from the school your friend needs to stand. Which trigonometric ratio should you use? I'm so confusing, but whatever. Okay, so for A, basically, you have to find how high the window is from the, how high the window is. So you're gonna have to go off of this length. So like we said before, for sin, it's opposite over hypotenuse, and for cos, it's adjacent over hypotenuse. And whenever you want to use, whenever you use these equations, you always have to use like a degree. So in this problem, we know that we have a 70-degree elevation from the thing. So this is going to be a factor. So based off of that, we can't use an adjacent because we don't have that angle. So we can't use cos, which deduces us to using the sin. So what we do is we set it up into the equation. We know that 38 is the hypotenuse because that's like the longest side, and we don't know x. So that's what we're trying to find. So what you're going to do is you're going to set it up into the equation. And in order to get x, we always have to get the bottom number out, the denominator. So what's opposite of division is multiplication. So you're going to multiply 38 to both sides, times that by 38. And in your handy-dandy calculator, you could just plug this in and multiply it. And after doing that, it's going to get you 35.7. So that's the answer for this. So the height of the window from the floor would be 35.7. To be or not to be, 'tis the question. So we know that the bush is 6 feet tall, and we have to find if the banner will even fit above it. So we know from the storyline that the banner is actually 29 feet tall, and we know that this whole wall is 35.7 feet. So basically all you really have to do, you could just subtract this, or you could just do 35.7 minus 6, which will get you basically 29.7, but if you round off, basically it's still going to fit no matter what, because it ends up being 29. And on to our last question. Where are you at? So we have to basically find how far your friend is going to be from the school. So from like to over here. So right here, you don't even have to solve for anything. All you have to do is just state what ratio you're going to use. So since we already found this, what we want to find is the x. And of course, we have to use that 70 degree for the thing. So what is that? That's adjacent to this from how far your friend is. So then you're going to get the hypotenuse. So you're just going to use the cosine. And that's it.